Hi, it's me again. Come to talk to you about chilies. Hope you're all doing well and that you've been sowing and nurturing your chili seeds and others as well, hopefully. So what I'm going to do first of all is talk about the seeds that we planted 2 weeks ago. So as you remember, we planted these into 9-inch pots with compost, and we put them in the Ziploc bag after we'd given them a spray or stood them in some water so that they're nice and moist. And we zipped them up, we put them in a warm sunny place, and we waited for them to germinate. And many of you might have unzipped your bags during the day just to let a little bit of air in to stop there being any mould or developing on the top of the soil. Also, you might have been giving it a little bit of extra water if it had got too dry. So I'm going to unzip this, and I'm not doing too well at the moment. I've got one seedling in here, and I have 2 seedlings in here. That's all that has germinated at the moment. Now, because I'm expecting to get 5, I am keeping these, even though they've got seeds coming through, inside the plastic bag. But during the day, I'm opening it. I'm leaving it unzipped, just so that, these big ones here don't get too damp and they get a bit of fresh air, and it's just good for them. Also, one of the stems on mine was getting a bit floppy, so I very gently just pressed some soil around it. It was just starting to bend. So those ones I'm just leaving in here. Now, if all 5 of yours, or four out of 5 of yours have germinated, you might well have already taken them out of the bag for good. That's what I would suggest you do if you haven't already. Just take them out of the bag, put them back on the windowsill or that sunny place that you've been having them. What I do is I've got loads of foil dishes. We don't have too many takeaways. We have takeaway once a month in my house from the Indian across the road. And I keep the foil dishes. And then for one reason, is to avoid getting my windowsill too dirty with specks of mud. I put it in here when all 4 or 5 are out, have germinated. And then I just water it from below. I put the water into the foil dish. Wait for the soil to change colour on the top. It will go darker when it's moist. And then I just put it back on the windowsill. And I'll check it every day to see if it needs any water. Best way to do it is just to very gently stick your finger in, because sometimes it looks really dry on the top, but actually when you take your finger out, you'll find that it is actually moist underneath. Don't want to overwater them. Okay, so I'm going to stick that one back in the bag, because that is one that's going in the bag. So, but as I said, if yours are all 4 or 5 of yours are through, take it out of the bag on the windowsill in a foil container or a nice saucer, and just water it from underneath when it needs it. So I also have another pot which is doing slightly more successfully. These are called Orange Wonder, and I don't think anyone else has got these because it's some chili seeds I bought myself. And I sowed these on the 9th of Feb, and it's now the 4th of March, so it's been quite a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 through, all at different stages. Well, I say 3 quite big, 1 that's just got a pair of leaves, and 1 that's really tiny. I'm now going to take this set completely out of the bag. It's going to sit in my foil tray. Some of you might be thinking about when we're going to move these on into their own individual pots. These are too small at the moment. They've got 4 leaves, 2 sets of leaves, but they're still quite delicate and small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till all 5 have got 4 leaves, and when the leaves are about 1 centimetre long, I will start when all of them are at least 1 centimetre long. I'll start to think about potting them on, and that's when what we'll do is take them out of the pot and divide them into their own individual pots. Or if you don't have enough space, you can put 2 in one pot and 3 in another. So yeah, this is now going to go back on my windowsill. Got a bit of water on the tray, because it's a bit dry, and hopefully this has made sense. Thank you.